One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Glad to have you with us in Athens, Ohio, Eaton Stadium, home to the Ohio Bobcats. As we'll see the number 21 team in the country, the Akron Y3, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Ohio Bobcats. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Zips will kick it away to start. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Ohio's offense will get the first swing of the game. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Hart. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide. And a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw on first down. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
When you talk about outstanding pass rushers, you're always talking about dynamic guys, and he's been that each and every week for this defense. Speed, he's got power. You just simply can't block him, and that last play is his 10th sack of the season.
And they pick up just a few on that completion. And the Bobcats need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. They'll go back to the ground. Oh, he's got some space. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. The Bobcats will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. The Zips offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. That they got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
The Zips in a good spot here with second and short. Leaves it with the back. Gets it out to the 40-yard line. Give him 5 on that one.
Well, I love the job by the offensive line, getting a good push there on second down, and you see guys bleeding into the second level of the defense getting a hat-on-hat to go get that first.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Bringing the heat. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. Guys, let's chat about Akron. With just a few games remaining, they're atop the conference standings. Jesse, how hard is it not to look ahead at this point?
Really, really hard, because everybody's talking about the conference championship, who you might play. You've still got to deal, and you still got to take care of business on the field today. That's the most important thing. It's been a phenomenal season up to this point, David. Great things ahead, potentially, but you got to win this one today.
Well, and I think that's what's really important. It's a great start, and now it's about finishing the season. To be at the top is awesome, but you can't lose a conference game or 2 conference games and get yourself out of the mix here right at the end when you're so close to the finish line.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake. Bought a little time, lets it go. Quickly out to the tight end. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
That just really nice catch by the big tight end. Throwing those mitts up there and catching the football.
And the Zips really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Quarterback making adjustments. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Fires to the big fella. Turning it on. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Using his legs, it's Lawrence. Defense holds their ground, pickup of a yard. It's at the 26. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. This might be a little easier if it were straight on, but a 43-yarder from the right hash. It's good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
I'll tell you, this is not an easy place to play on the road, especially at nighttime. This crowd, they get loud. That's the way it's been so far, but they have a nice drive to open it up. They're able to execute. They put themselves in field goal range, knock it through the uprights. They did exactly what they needed to do, taking a 3-0 lead here early on the road. That's impressive.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run it from the gun. Got the first down and still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice game. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Makes the catch. It's Hart. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And the Bobcats come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Offense will try to strike on 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Out of the gun, the give to the back. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. The Bobcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Handoff to the lone back. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And this one will be stopped for no gain. At the end of the quarter, guys, it's Akron holding the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Gonna sling it on 2nd down. It's complete to the left. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. They've pushed it forward down to the 5, but now looking at 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. He splits the uprights. And the field goal ties it up here in the 2nd quarter. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Sweet cut there. Moves up to the 34-yard line. Give him a 10-yard pickup.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the 1st down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. They're going to ride this running back. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision, nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
The Zips have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. He might want another play. Now the play fake. Grab near the marker. It's Mason. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42. You want to talk about building a drive around a guy. First on the ground, and now using him in the passing game.
And you get so much bang for your buck because you can split him out wide. You can fake it to him and then throw it. This is the guy that really stretches the field and makes you decide how you want to defend him. A linebacker, a safety, whatever it is, it's usually not good enough when he's receiving the ball out of the backfield.
Tackle is made at the 4-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They go to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Might as well stick with him. He gets it to the 38-yard line, but this defense forces a 4th down. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. And he's got it counted all the way to 55. Never in doubt. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in Conference USA. Middle Tennessee is down right now, but this young man under center has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born today in Murfreesboro. They're trailing by just 4 to New Mexico State.
They'll start this drive going to the air. Finds his target down the middle.
Conference USA tends to make its presence felt, and we'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Snagged out of the air. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Give to the back. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. And the Bobcats now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Push down for the tackle. The Bobcats come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Quarterback on the keeper. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. That is no good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal.
The score, Akron 6, Ohio 3.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. Quickly to the tight end. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. No reason to panic when you see those extra bodies coming. Just find the big tight end.
Well, and the great ones do that. I think the great ones are okay. You want to blitz? I know my answers. I'm all right. I'll stay patient. Find the matchup. This time it was the tight end. Finds the tight end, throws a strike, gets the first down.
Grab behind the line. It's slow. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Hey, man, this fullback is a weapon. Nice job catching the football and then turning upfield to go pick up that first down.
And the Zips will line it up on 1st and 10. Give to the running back. Runs through a tackle.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of gains all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
The Zips with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. And he's forced out of bounds after a huge loss on the play. What a boneheaded moment. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Newell. He was fighting and struggling his way, trying to get that first down. Instead, they'll be faced with 4th.
Well, this offense is given a lesson right now on how to fight through adversity, because 1st and 2nd down was ugly, but they come up with that huge completion to now set up a manageable 4th down opportunity to keep this drive alive.
Yeah, and 4th and inches, you know what's coming. You know they're going to run the quarterback sneak, but it's one of the hardest plays in football to stop. You got to find a way to dive from the defensive line spot and stop the feet of the quarterback, and they couldn't do it. And listen, they only needed inches. That's what makes it so difficult to stop.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the right. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick completion on the out. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll move the tight end. Looking downfield on 1st down. Steps away. And he'll skip his way out of bounds after a short gain, making sure he doesn't take any unnecessary punishment. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. The offense changing the play. Back to pass on 2nd down. Might be looking to run. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to find another play in the red zone. It'll be 3rd down.
I like the offensive idea here to try to change the launch point of the QB, but you got to do a better job protecting him because guys can't complete passes when they're getting hit.
Give to the big fullback. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. Good right down the boulevard. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
And a lot of ways to describe those first 2 quarters in Athens, Ohio, but let's just go with notable. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W.
The Zips take over in Akron, ready to get that offense to work. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the 3rd quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the 2nd half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Fires to the middle. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Quarterback may change this route. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. That's caught. It's Mason. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. And the Zips have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. A strike downfield. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. So, Jesse, they're able to connect on the crossing route against the zone. You run that pattern against that coverage. What do you have to keep in mind?
Well, the receiver needs to know where the soft spot is in the defense so he can gear himself down. And the quarterback, Reese, has to play with great timing. Because if he's too early or too late on the throw, that might get picked.
Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
Looking for space. It's Lawrence. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They'll run play action. Throws toward the end zone. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Ohio U offense returns to the field. The long missed field goal squashed any hopes of scoring on the last drive. They'll try to get something done this time. The give on the inside. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Quickly complete. He's across the 30 and out of bounds at the 31-yard line. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. He'll try to take it back. Inside. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Zips. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
The #1 job in defending a quarterback is making him feel uncomfortable, physically hitting him. Nice job by the defense with the pressure. The hit on the quarterback forces the INT, and then Oski. As soon as you catch that thing, everybody start blocking, get to the near sideline, take that thing back to the house.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Ohio U ready to go back to work on offense. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown 1 in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll leave it with him. Plows through the defense. And they get him down.
And I would just hate to be in the shoes of these defenders trying to tackle this running back because, of course, you're so afraid of this guy shaking you and using his elite speed to make you look bad on a highlight film somewhere, but you forget this guy can still run you over. And you saw it on that one.
They get the conversion there. He used his size and nice moves to get past the chains.
And I like that. 3rd and short. Find the big fella, the soft hands, make a quick little move, make the completion, get the first down.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Wide open spaces. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. And the Bobcats pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
What a nice answer by this defense. You give up the big play, you respond right back, you get the sack, create some momentum for your side. Nice job by this defense staying with it.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Here's the pressure. Short gain on the play before he slides.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Fires toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And they'll send out the field goal unit. And this will be a bit of a challenge, a 46-yard attempt from the right hash. Splits the uprights. Good. That'll cut the lead to 13.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Fires to the big fella. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Guys, it's Akron holding the lead here so far. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So first down, we'll open up the final period. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Keep it on the ground. The Zips pick up the first down.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
And the Zips will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
The give. Turning on the Jets. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
And I think this will go a long way in determining the outcome of this football game. They're able to run the football with the lead late in this game. That's a good sign for this offense.
The give to the big fullback. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Well, that was just like trying to run through a traffic jam. No place for the big fella to go.
Yeah, that's the whole key, Reese. You can't let the big fella get some steam. So you got to stop him in his tracks right away. The only way you do that is with penetration up front.
Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Off play action. Looking for an open area to his left. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Handoff to the fullback. He couldn't get close to the marker. Got 3 yards, but it'll be 4th and 3. Now looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. He'll try to knock it through from 38 yards out. Absolutely perfect. And now the lead is even bigger. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Old Dominion rose to the occasion when it needed to, and they'll be celebrating a solid victory there in Ballard Stadium. Week by week, you can feel the momentum building within that program. A busy day in the Sun Belt Conference, and an outcome that figures to shuffle the deck there as we send it back to you.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. The Bobcats can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. And the Bobcats come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Grab near the sticks. It's Grover. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. With the catch, it's Grover. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one. The Bobcats are moving quickly down the field. He wants to throw it again. Gets it out fast. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Looking for a deep man. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
We're talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight. They thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game. And one of the biggest reasons why I'd say they're losing right now is because this guy still hasn't thrown a touchdown pass. The defense has been ready for the deep.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got some room to run at the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Akron! The defense gets it done with that huge interception return. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the 4th, and now they can smell 8 straight wins.
Yeah, and that just might do it. Man, offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Ohio takes over. The Bobcat offense heads to the field. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
You coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
Plucks it out of the air. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. Back to pass. Under fire. He'll throw it. Catch in the middle, it's Hart. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Grabbed behind the line, it's Hart. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Second down, they'll go to the air. Here comes the heat. And the rush will get to him at the 25. Now third and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. It's complete. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. With the run on first and goal. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Bobcats! And now they'll empty the backfield for the two-point try. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
At this point, a comeback would take one of the biggest miracles in the history of the sport, but they'll line up for the onside kick.
Perfect execution on the onside kick. And how about the kicker? He makes sure that ball skips a couple times before popping up into the air and allowing his players to go get underneath it.
First play of the drive, wants to throw. Quick strike complete. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. And the Bobcats in the hurry up. To the air on second down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Here's a throw downfield late. Got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Ohio! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays. Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So, right, there were some things that were going to need to clean up moving forward, but ultimately they were the better team today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports.